Fourth. In swinger. Headed out high. Shot. Oh, it's a beauty, but high. That ball just jumps off of Jack Clark's boot.
You can just tell how much confidence he strikes the ball with. Look at him walking away right there, thinking he's going to get one today. The odds tell him he will. The original clearance there off the head. That ball didn't rise much. Well struck ball by Jack Clark. Just a couple feet too high.
At midfield, no further. It's good work defensively. Comfortably played out of the back. Just over 17 minutes remaining in this boys Division I state final, scoreless. But here's the opportunity. Ball checks in. It's in the back of the net. A beauty.
You just knew it was coming at some point for him. What a great timed run. And get him behind and put that ball away. Great ball chipped in through that backspin, making it sit a little bit so that Markowitz can't get to it. And Jack Clark can finish it calm, confidently with a little chip over Markowitz as he comes out, as he invariably had to at some point.
Every bit the legitimate Division I goal scorer.
Number 19, Jack Clark.
He's shown us the ability to drive a good ball from distance. And when the moment demanded finesse, he had it. And let's take a quick look back at the opening 40 minutes, Chris, and how we got to this point. It was Mentor in their white uniforms who had the early opportunities, but Mason who came on strong later.
And Mentor built so well up those opportunities, but they didn't finish them off that well once they got in the final third. But then Markowitz, for Mentor goalkeeper, under consistent pressure, and then Mentor still struggles getting anything substantive off of those opportunities. But again, in front of that Mason, Markowitz a huge save. And again, stress. Jack Clark so active in front of that goal for Mentor. You have to do something with. And so far, they kept him out of the goal. But he's spending way too much time in front of the Mentor.
This is how the match played out after a scoreless 40 minutes in the first half. The second half opened up in very familiar fashion as Mentor really began pushing the issue.
Yeah, and they still stayed indirect the way they started things, but then you start seeing that final ball being a little bit more direct and getting closer into goal. And they got some opportunities, obviously not as good as Mason's, like this one right here. To sit that ball down on Jack Clark's feet was absolutely amazing by Mason. Just sat right for him. And then Jack Clark kind of took over with opportunity after opportunity.
It really became clear, didn't it, that if Mason was going to score today, it was going to be through Jack Clark. Whether the second to last or the final touch, he was going to have it. And in the end, in the most pressure-filled moment of his high school career, he came through calmly, coolly, and now he is there with his teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. And great team effort. A lot of people contributed. But when you have that scorer up top, it certainly makes your life a little easier when you know you can rely on him to take care of a couple things. It's mainly scoring goals.
And he'll move on to the next level along with a bunch of these guys. Both of these teams, as we talked about throughout the contest, senior laden. That presents a new challenge for the respective programs. But this is one back-to-back trips to the state tournament. They lost to the team that went on to win the title a year ago. They beat that team this year, did Mason, and then knocked off a very, very talented and wonderfully coached soccer state championship. 1-0 is the final score. The presentation of individual medals and the team trophies will come up in just a bit. And we'll have it for you as we continue with Time Warner Cable Sports Channel's presentation of the Boys Division I State Final. Mason, the champions.